Welcome back, guys. We're gonna take this pool ladder that I found and we're gonna redneck engineer, I got my redneck engineer shirt on, a way to put this in the pool and for it to be outside the pool. Because right now building the deck is just not good on the money. Lumber is coming down, so eventually. I went to Lowe's. We found some chain link fence post, and it actually fits right over these. So my idea is to dig a hole. It's post hole diggers, dig a hole. We'll put the chain link fence post over this, and then figure out, I don't know how tough these are. It feels fairly stout, so hopefully it doesn't bend. But I don't want the bottom touching the bottom of the pool. Coming in and out, it's gonna rub, it's gonna rub the liner. So my idea is to put the post in the ground just enough, maybe to have a ladder about that high off the pool, or just whatever so it doesn't touch it. I don't know if we're gonna eventually have to get some tube to come across here to keep this from bending in, but we're gonna do it about right over here. But this is laying around when we bought it. We'll have to spray it off because don't need all that junk in the pool. I got 6.5 bags of the ready mix fast drying or whatever it is. It's 45 minutes, so that'll be good. So we'll get the post hole diggers. We'll spray this ladder off, put it in there, see where we want. We'll dig a hole decent size so we can do a little adjustment, a little eyeballing. And then we'll put the post over the railing. We'll set the ladder down in the pool, make sure it ain't touching the bottom, get it kind of where we want it, and we'll put the concrete in there. So let me grab the stuff. We'll set the camera back up over here. Catch you in a minute. I'll show you what it looks like with the poles on there. So I hit a slide right up over it. There could be a little bit of an edge here, but it's not sharp. Whole ladder. It's not too bad. It took me a little bit. I was in Lowe's, tape measure. I measured this, and it was really close, like 16th, about a 16th or under, close wise. But they slid right on there. It's gonna be like a pressure fit when people stand on it. It's gonna keep pushing it. You could get a self tapper if you wanted, run through it somewhere, but honestly, it's not gonna, go up unless people are like pulling up on it maybe. But I think it'll work pretty well. It kind of blends. Right now I'm having a flying ant problem. I don't need more stuff in the pool. Tried to spray the concrete, that would not be good. Still got to vacuum the pool again. Not really 100% will really want it. I kind of want it in the center, but then that's the part of the pool is kind of like a V shape. So right here is not bad. One problem is, looks like we have to dig really close to the freaking pool. Alright, I roughly measured it. Not roughly measured, but roughly estimated, because the holes are going to be, post hole diggers dig about 6-8 inch diameter holes. So we'll dig the hole. It's fairly close to the edge of the pool. This pool's a little different because I guess they buried a bunch of it in this little area underground. There's only about 2.5 feet sticking up and about 3 feet underground. In other areas it's not, it's a foot underground. But it's kind of where I want the ladder because this is a short area. So when we do build a deck, you won't need as much lumber, or I may do a foundation with block and just pour concrete, make a little slab. We'll see. Everything changes, so Right now we'll get digging. We'll dig the hole. I may got a little much concrete. I always overestimate that, or underestimate that. But I'm gonna use a bucket just to keep the dirt and crap out of the way of the pool. Eventually I gotta put some kind of border around, I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure that out. Maybe concrete. Concrete's cheaper than wood, so. But I'll throw it in the bucket. I got a little hole I'm just filling in. So we'll get the holes dug. I guess you could pound the post in, but that's just kind of temporary. It'll, I don't know, I guess how far you drive it in, but people climbing up and down the ladder is gonna jiggle it and, you know, it'll start to settle or move. So I'm just gonna use the concrete. And I guess if I have to, I can pull it out. Just pull it up. But it's coming along. So I'll finish digging these up and we'll set it down. This concrete, you can just pour it in around the post and add water. What I usually do is pour a little bit, add some water, pour a little bit, add some water. And in about 40, I give it an hour. It's just 40 minutes. But after an hour, it's pretty set up. So let me get this done. All right, I just set them down in here to see how it fits. It's pretty good, it's not bad. The one step is about 6 inches from here. I just push it down in the dirt a little bit just to check it out. It ain't gonna be perfect. I might get a tape measure, kind of measure between here and there. It's gonna be a little different. But like I said, I can push it in the dirt a little bit and it'll hold it. Then I can put the concrete around it. And when you pour the concrete, pour it really slow because it's dusty, and you don't want to go in your water and then in your pump or filter. So real slow and easy. And kind of about it. I thought about scooping it out a tiny bit around, just down a little bit, or just pouring the concrete. Just get a couple 2x4 or something, kind of put on each side, and just if I have extra concrete, pour it there where it'll make like a little slab. Just for now, just something to step on when you go in. It's kind of a high step. Right now, it's just trying to get a little function. You know, little kids have a hard time, you know, jumping all the way out. Once you get up to the edge, your body, you get heavier because you're out of water, so you got to pull yourself up over. So, just something to get them going. Even though, what was it, 7 bags of Quikrete and them 2 poles is like $90. It's crazy. It's the world you live in. Price you got to pay to build it back better, I guess. Anyway. But that's not bad. I would have liked it to bend. I would like to bend back a little bit in the hole where I get concrete around the other side a little more. But I also don't want to dig too close to the pool. So I think we'll go there. Let's give you like an inside view. You have to excuse the pool. I have not vacuumed it yet. That does not look bad. It's hard to see, but it's about 6 inches off the bottom, which I don't want to touch the bottom with this side. Which I may have to get a block of styrofoam strapped to the bottom or put back here. But we'll see. But so far, I mean, it's not bad. Well, we'll put it to the test. And it only took me about 10 minutes to dig the hole. It does not take long. All right, we got to put the concrete in one. Not all the way though, but I'm slowly pouring it in the other one. Just kind of lean over the hole and just taking my trowel and cutting it a little bit just to try to keep as much dust down as possible. Oh, now I'm gonna have to add a little bit more. I definitely way overestimated. I was thinking 2 bags a hole probably, but nah, when I dig my fence post holes, we dig them way bigger. So I try to not get too crazy on this.
So a few extra bags, I'll probably come out here and just pour some in here and just kind of smooth it out a little bit. Just to, and you got it right there. Just take your hose. And it'll just go down all through the dust, and there she goes. I put a little piece of rock behind there just as a shim to keep it where I wanted it. And I think I can find a piece of 2x4 or something, put across here and probably there. I don't know, I kind of scooped it out a bit. And I'll probably just put some more down in here and trout on out. Plus it'll be connected. I should have dug that out more. It just all, it depends what you want. You make of it what you want. So let me get messing around with that a little more, and we'll finish up here. All right, I put the rest of it in the hole. Now I'm mixing some up in a bucket because it'll be easier to dump it in there and then kind of trowel it around. I found a couple little odds and ends pieces of board that I stuck in there just to keep it from escaping. I'm gonna dump some out. And disclaimer, I guess you gotta say, or whatever. I'm not concrete professional, and I'm not sponsored by the Quikrete. If they want to sponsor me, I got plenty of stuff to do. So send it on. But it just depends. If you want it to be a little more sticky, just add just a little bit less water. If you want a lot runnier, obviously add a lot more water. I'll probably have to mix up a little bit more. Yeah, I gotta mix up more. So if you want to get it smooth, you just kind of start explaining. You just sort of tap it a little bit, kind of shake it, and the water will rise up, and the heavier stuff will fall down, and it'll smooth out a lot. I think they call it streeting. Yeah, about one more bucket should do it. We can honestly, I got one more bag left after this, so maybe I didn't get too much. I just added to what I was gonna do. This will add more weight to the bottom, give it more stability. Way too much water. If you don't put your whole bag in there and you get too much water, you can add a little more of the bag and it'll start soaking up that water. Or if you want, you can get a measuring device and measure all your water and get it pretty close, but you slowly add both and you get it the way you want it. And you get the concrete on your hands, make sure you wash it off, because you will get a chemical burn from it. It'll burn you after a little while. Just a heads up. just spread around, I forgot. Normal concrete is a lot longer drying time. This is the faster concrete. I'll sit here and run my mouth and then I'll have to bust it all up. So let me now if you mix it kind of runny, it'll level itself out. Plus you don't want it leveled out like that. If you want it real smooth there, get a longer trowel or float. Well, I just did that spot. Trying to use up the rest of this. We'll make it more runnier so we can spread it. More runnier? Runnier? Yeah. Whatever, something like that. That's good. Probably just messed it all up. But if I was fancy, I could get a broom or a brush and make some lines in it. Now you may want to drill a little hole in each one if water gets, I mean, it'll still be filled up to there though. I think that's gonna be pretty good for me. Enough for it to wash stuff off, and that's all. Just let it dry. Which this stuff should dry pretty fast. It's 40-some minutes, which probably more because made a bunch of water in it. Well, I appreciate you guys for watching my redneck pull ladder. And, if you guys want to see a follow-up video how it works, if it's working, I do have an idea. If it's going to bend in and touch the pole, you can go to Tractor Supply. They sell like car or tractor inner tubes. It goes inside tires. They're just rubber. Probably 20 bucks, I think. You get one, stick it behind there, inflate it a little bit, it'll hold it up. And they're pretty tough. They last a long time. And that'd be just a little temporary fix. Other than that, you get you go to the Lowe's and they got the metal clamps go around here, and so you get one for each one and put a pipe in between and it'll keep it from bending. But we'll see. The metal seems pretty decent, but test will come when it's dry and see how it works. I'll catch you guys later on the next project or whatever we're doing, because there's a million things to do. So like and subscribe. Stay safe and enjoy your time.